You ever watch a movie trailer and feel your brain whisper, hey dude, this is might actually serve cinema for like the 5 minutes. Yeah, that's was for me with Project Hail Mary. And listen, we have all been the floating the rat, the cosmic swap, the call it the modern Hollywood, where every studio exists. This seems allergic to originality. Like seriously, we are one battery board away from the government to literally is disluring nostalgia and to color the substance. So when something even remotely ambiguous shows up, we all look at like is dehydrated, is traveler, is the swelling and osses. Is that real? Or is that just another security robot of Shrek? Then the project Hail Mary is dropped its trailer and suddenly internet. Well, half of it that isn't it. This doomstruck calling went or this might actually this left because for once is the Hollywood isn't it the handing us the make. Prequel is discussed as a sequel discussed. I mean this is a reboot, no capes, no multiverses with the 17th version of the same sad CGI face. No franchise being used to remember that good old days. Just Sci-Fi and actually Sci-Fi, big ideas, exit tail is dread. A dying sun, confused Ryan Gosling, the floating the trot, the space like it's the Monday morning before the coffee. Bro, I haven't been this excited for the space the movie the science Matt Damon is from it potatoes in the martin the style using the powers of friendship the biological is Fermi. The story kicks of a which a wife we all know the well. Yeah guys, the world is the ending but like the scientifically is this time. And scientists discovered this terrifying the microscopic is the creature they call it atmosphere is that's basically the cosmic lattice on steroids. That little monsters, they slurp up the sunlight like it's and all you can add energy is buffet. And suddenly the sun is dimming. Nothing cute, golden hour aesthetic, way more like is congratulations. The universe has installed dark mode permanently humility reactions. I mean that usual. The panic meetings, more meetings, another meetings. Decide when you have the next meeting. And this somewhere is bright depths. This characteristic is hellscape planned images. Set a ship to nearby the star and find out how is this survive with the cosmic apocalypse and to bring back cure. Call it the project Hail Mary. Yes, you know that what I talk about. Because the project maybe we don't all die horribly. Doesn't test well this cometitis. Now enter the violent grace are unwitting the choice and one is played by Ryan Gosling. The human is embodiment of the identity choice the Sigma life. The Sigma life they chose me. The grace that wakes up the spaceship alone. He's the grave mate's death. And his memory is fried like a McDonald's oil, honestly relatable. And this big sci-fi energy, man wakes up to space, doesn't know why, doesn't know how, doesn't even know his name, just wipes in panic. If he ever woken up after the nap and forgotten what years it did. And this movie is spiritually is about that. I mean, let's be honest, the Hollywood aliens they usually do well into the two categories. Terrifying is monsters is designed to jump to scare you into the early grave, or this especially interactive to humanoids with waveless to check bombs. Project Hail Mary said, no, we are doing something actually alien. It's something weird, something to chargely enter the Rocky, an alien the engine where it not in the marble sexy life, but into harshy physics of the reality and physics. He's like a rock, the crab, spider as things with zero the facial as the waiters. Yet, Pro has more personality than half the MCU Fast 5 to cast. The book is community already know the Rocky is that guy. And he's the homie, he's the singly, emotionally the stable, the creature, the sci-fi science, operation is beer. And the weird part, he and Riley become his friends. Not in that weird. We bonded over is the montage. Why but wasn't the actual communication is problem the solving and measure the panic as a third the planet's fakes explanation. Its kinda is beautiful, is two completely different beings, and united by the fear of the cosmic annihilated. And like the world is the weirdest podcast host. And welcome back to Human Our Thoughts and the Alien Our Heart. And the word today, we are discussing how to not die in space. Yes, the Rocky and the Ryland are basically the body cop you we didn't know we needed. One is a tired science teacher, is spectacles, the other the sentence is bolder, and somehow this works. And their friendships. It's emotional, the black bone is the story is funny, it's artwork, it's heartwarming, like a Pixar directed Interstellar is after taking the shots of espresso. One thing I love, the story respects the science. Doesn't dump these things down like we are the godflesh is with Wi-Fi is access. It's explain just enough the so well the small is what not so much we are googling is the terms at 2 a.m. like what is the elastic time action and why does my brain hurt? That's important and that makes sense actually. The books nail at the balance and the movie looks like to its real too. The visuals chef kiss. Granted mechanical is claustrophobic and it feels like some Martin had a baby with Arrival and the baby grew up after listening to lo-fi is beats while solving atmospherics. The Hail Mary ships looks practical, like NASA is duct cable is something together in a hurry and said, yeah, that's the problem is survived faster than light to travel. The here's why the Project Hail Mary stand out. The movies today are terrified of risk, and everyone who wants to, I don't know, is granted the profit, is granted nostalgia, granted the mediocrity, is Sci-Fi like this, not granted. It's cool that it's failed, it's cool to soar, it's cool to become the next, the Martian, and or the next Astastra. But damn, it's that tired. There is the aiming for the something meaningful. The meaningful, the emotional, the something with me, the confidence to say, hey, what if the humanity's salvation comes from the friendship, afford and doing the right real things is the even the what it is hopeless. And that's good Sci-Fi the maggot, and that the energy you have been starving to fall. Ryan Gosling as Ryland is grace is perfect. People do forget he's insane at playing the quality terrified man. The Blade Runner is 2049 is the first man is dry. Bro has the fact that the emotionally damaged are still trying to his the best aura. And the Project Hail Mary that demands that. The grace is funny. Anxious is brilliant to self-depression and exhausted, hopeful and traumatized and the impulsively. And the sometimes all in the same scene is the Gosling nails this is a rare talking. The Oscar boss is the but make it Sci-Fi. And the wacky design is the bro looks like as the good is the had a baby do with the Volkswagen the Beetle. And but somehow it's you feel him. He's the movements, he's the chattering the voice, he's the gesturous, all deeply expressive. Is that's the challenge, the art. And so far it looks like the stock the learning. And at its the heart is the project how Mary is about connection, about empathy, about the trusting someone who doesn't look or sound like you, about the sacrifice, the comfort for the greater good, about the cooperation is without politics, the muddying the water. It's the reminder survival isn't about being the strongest or smartest. It's about the working together is despite your difference. In nature, the very fandoms this course is looks like a WWE the judge is the matches. The story just hits different. No spoiler, is but if the movie the Huntless ending like a book, you're going to cry, not ugly cry, just as silent, respectful, and tear the running down your the cheek is while you whisper. Damn, that was real because ultimately Project Hail Mary is about the atmospheric or dying the suns or alien the physics. It's about two lonely beings from the visit. The corners is the galaxy chosen to help each other, and even when nobody else would you ever know. It's beautiful, it's human, it's cosmic, the factory is writing the executions and broken memories. And maybe this is the what the cinema needs right now. Not I'm peacemaker, not Prentice synergy, not a superhero. It's trying to fix the multiverse, with the emotional, the maturity of the toddler. It's just simple the story about desperation, discovery, and an unlikely friendship is strong enough to save the world. Because sometimes the universe doesn't need the chosen one. Sometimes it just needs someone who decides to care. And maybe that's the real the Hail Mary. Some stars burn out, some the friendship like the way home.